Hi, I'm Natalie Rydstrom and welcome to World Sports Weekly. The 2014 World Cup is nearly upon us and we'll take one final look at the group betting value. Here with me now to do just that is sports writer and SBR contributor Richard O'Hagan. Richard, thanks for joining us.
Hi Natalie, it's good to see you again.
Now, Group G is an interesting one, much like Group B, which features a two-horse race in Spain and Netherlands. Group G is another where Germany and Portugal's biggest competition is likely to come from one another. Now, before we break down these sides, let's talk about USA and Ghana. Many on the SBR network are pulling for USA to do something in this World Cup. Is there a chance USA can score a few goals and make things interesting in Group G?
They can certainly score goals. One of the problems USA have got is that they've gone with a limited number of strikers. They've left out Landon Donovan very controversially. So it's really all coming down to one or two players. Clint Dempsey, the new captain, has got to keep his scoring boots on, keep scoring goals. Josie Altidore's got to find his. He's got a terrible goal scoring record over the past two seasons. He really needs to step up for this tournament if the USA are going to compete in this group. But having said that, they're not Germany, they're not Portugal. We've seen in their warm-up games already that they can make horrendous mistakes in defence and that their midfield gets overrun very easily. Those are two things that are really going to play into the hands of Portugal and for Germans particularly, who've got a really strong midfield. So they're going to have to go up an extra couple of gears if they're going to get anywhere in this group, and realistically, I don't see it happening, I'm afraid.
Okay, is there a bet that we can make for Team USA here?
I would certainly be now, having seen their recent form and the way they've been playing, I would look to perhaps back them to beat Ghana. I wouldn't have said that a couple of weeks ago, but now I think they've probably just got the edge in that game.
Now moving on to Germany and Portugal, these two sides open the tourney against one another on June 16th. The best price on the Germans to win comes at 2.15 with Coral. How do you see this match playing out?
It's going to be a close, cagey game, Natalie, because neither of these teams is going to really want to lose this game. They see this as a way of maybe securing their place in the next round, because if they don't lose this game, they should win the next two. They'll both finish on 7 points. That won't be beatable by either of the other two sides by then. And what will happen then is they'll go through, play against the winner of Group H and the runner-up in Group H, who should be Belgium and Russia, neither of whom are going to worry either of these two teams. So they don't really mind where they finish. So although Germany are surprisingly good value, I would say, for this game at that price, I would look to bet this to be a draw, because I think that's just how it's going to turn out to be. It suits both teams to have that result.
Okay. Now, how do you see Group G's final order going?
I can see probably it will be Germany, Portugal, and then either the USA or Ghana. At the moment, I'm thinking USA third, Ghana fourth, because I just can't see the Ghanaians causing too much of a problem this time round. They were a big success in South Africa 4 years ago. They've got a lot of the same team, but those guys are all 4 years older, and it's going to be tough for them out there.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're likely maybe to make that bet once you've seen USA's final performance playing the international friendly against Nigeria?
I think that could turn out to be a misleading game, Natalie, because one of the things that USA have done is in picking a less experienced squad than they could have done, they've got to conserve some players in that game. I don't believe they're going to go into that game playing their starting 11. And I think that will have an outcome on that result. And I think they'll use it more to find out about playing African teams and the African style of football than anything else. So my inclination at the moment is no, go for USA, finish on 3 points, to beat Ghana, to finish third in the group, lump that all together. You'll probably get a better price now than you will in a week's time.
Okay, yeah, that is understandable. When USA meet Nigeria, they obviously will want to, they're so close to the World Cup here, they want to avoid injury. Now, which market do you think presents the most value for this group?
The value bet I'm now looking at is for Ghana to lose every game to finish with no points. And that will get you 6.0, 6.25, good value in that market. That's still the favourites as well, because obviously it's uncertain that any team's going to lose all their games. But I think Ghana are going to do that, and that's my value bet for this group.
All right then, Richard O'Hagan, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Natalie.